welcome back to another episode of Hashtag Ask Apple. Today I am very excited because I am going to talk to one of the professor of the first Australian university named after a woman, Edith Cowan University. Together with me here, the professor of School of Medical and Health Science, Professor Moira. Hi, Professor.
Hello.
Yeah, Professor, can you tell something about yourself to our audience right here?
Sure. Well, I graduated in medicine many years ago, long before you were born. But now I'm Executive Dean of the School of Medical and Health Sciences at ECU. And I love being at ECU because you're right, it was named the first, and it's actually the only university in Australia that remains named after the first woman in Parliament.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, Professor, is this your first time here in the Philippines?
Yes, it is. It
Ah.
is. And I have loved it. I find Filipinos are just so hospitable. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Do you also have Filipino students in ECU?
We do. We have a few.
Yeah.
And you know, the Filipino students are generally they're a joy to
Yeah.
have. You know, their English is great.
Yeah.
They're sociable.
Yeah.
They pick up things quickly.
Is there any popular course, Professor, for international students at ECU?
Well, in my school, we're a school that is very strong in research
Correct.
and quite broad in terms of health. So I would find it hard to say one course. I think of my courses in 5 categories. One as being people who are community champions, the people who do public health, they work with making sure that, you know, water, food, is safe. They work on things like health promotion, addiction studies. They do things that are to do with environmental health, which is all really important during COVID. Then I have people who work in health, what we call health and performance heroes. So the people that work on nutrition and sport performance, making sure that, you know, people are functioning at their absolute best. Then we have the emergency responders, who are the paramedics that you call in the emergency. And then we have the medical investigators. So these are the people who do biomedical science work in medtech and who do things like, we also have had a new course that started called medical sonography. And medical sonography is really interesting because of its, you know, it's one of the most highly paid professions that there are. These are people who use ultrasound to be able to see inside the body. So, you know, when a woman is pregnant, she has an ultrasound to look and have a look at the baby. And so that's a new course for us that's doing really well, very highly competitive to get into that one, because everybody wants to be a sonographer. And then the last one is our allied health programs, where we have people who work one-to-one. So these are the occupational therapists, these are the speech pathologists, nutrition dietetics.
There's a lot of courses that you can offer for international students, Professor, right? But may I know, Professor, how does the School of Medical and Health Science ensure its students that they are well prepared? And what are the opportunities that School of Medical and Health Sciences give to the students so that they are very prepared when they go outside the campus?
One of the first things that people usually say when they come to ECU is that they can't get over how much the courses are hands-on. So what we tend to do is very early on, in first year, pretty much all of our courses, students actually get to do things. They go to labs, they you know, they are taught how to do things. They measure things, you know, they train to do it properly. And so people feel like right up front, compared with any other universities they've been, they've really had that opportunity. And, you know, our courses have placements, so we have really good clinical placements. So if I come back to the sonography course, which has the highest placements, these students do 2 full years, 3 days a week, actually scanning, right? Because when they graduate, we need them to be good diagnosticians. So we have to know that they can do it well.
And that one is actually like for international students and also for your the local students
Absolutely.
there.
We will not take in a student if we can't ensure that they can get those placements,
Yeah,
right? Because
yes.
we need them to do those placements.
Yeah, of
because
course.
these are accredited courses, fully professionally accredited.
The students here in the Philippines, they are not just looking for a university who can teach them those things, the theory, the theoretical part of the course, but also the hands-on learning, the work
Absolutely.
integrated learning.
Yes, you know, there are also some places where where students will go to university and they will find many people from their country,
Yeah.
and then they're just in that group.
Yes.
We tend to have much more of a balance, so the students are integrated with everybody else.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is very interesting. Yes, Professor, I also heard that ECU is also a member of Athena's One Charter. Can you tell me something more about that one?
Sure. Look, we're not just a member, we're actually one of the leading institutions in the world. Last year, we were awarded the Athena Swan Silver Award, and that makes us one of 2 organizations in the whole of the Southern Hemisphere.
Wow.
Okay, so what does Athena Swan mean? It's really about an attitude about how we do everything.
Yes.
And I mean everything. It means that we don't just, it started off with looking at STEM, right? Science, technology, etc. But we now apply it to the whole of the organization.
Yeah.
And that means we even think about, let's say we're having a photo.
Yeah.
We go, hang on a minute, are there men and women? We don't want to get across.
Yeah.
And, we don't want to say to students,
Yeah.
you're not represented here, right?
Yeah.
We have meetings or we recruit people. If we recruit and we just get only men, we will go, okay, there was something wrong with the advertisement.
Correct.
What did we do? Did we use the wrong language?
Yeah.
So we should have ended up with men and women. And then once we've made sure we've got the men and women, we can then decide to appoint the best person. We don't appoint according to you're a man, therefore, it has to be that everybody has the chance. And that's what it's all about, making sure that when we do things, we make sure that everybody has the chance. So when we look at applications, we also think about, have you had reasons to have to take time off work? And do we need to take that into account? So we think about all of those things to try and ensure that everybody comes to the same starting point.
No, Professor, here in the Philippines, we have a strong interest when it comes to healthcare.
Yes.
Filipinos, like either is a woman or a man, they're very interested when it comes to healthcare. Is there any support or is there any scholarship that you offer to our Filipino students?
Absolutely. So we have international scholarships. I think it's 20% that we've set it at, but we definitely have international scholarships, yes.
Yes, for Filipino students
Absolutely.
and for international students
Absolutely.
right now.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's very interesting, Professor. Do you have any message for our Filipino students who are very interested and, there's interest in terms of applying to ECU School of Medical and Health Science?
Look, we love Filipino students, as I said. They are great. They speak the language. They've got beautiful attitude in terms of the social service culture, which we absolutely need in health.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for that one, Professor Moira. I'm so honored that I was able to talk to you today and have a conversation to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Again, this is your Counselor Apple, and this is #AskApple. Bye. Thank you for watching. For more episodes, please follow us in Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, follow us in our TikTok and Instagram account. Again, this is your Counselor Apple, and this is #AskApple. See you!